to me. And I'm still grateful to God. I'm grateful to Nebians for the opportunity to showcase my skills.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. I totally remember. I totally remember Naomi when she joined and she was like, I won't pay for somebody else. You know, the funny thing is the person that you even paid for did not finish the.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Can we all hear me? You can type in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, Ayobami. How are you doing today?
Hi, Mohammed. I was about to.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right. So I think I will just do a little bit of introduction and then I hand over to you, Ayobami. Is that fine?
Okay. All right then. All right. That works.
All right, fantastic. So welcome, guys. My name is Mohammed Suleiman, and welcome to Nebiat Analytics. But before we go ahead, I want you to confirm if you are joining us for the first time. Are you joining us for the first time? Because tonight is going to shape up to be a fantastic session. Okay, it's going to shape up to be a fantastic session. So, are you joining us for the first time? Type first time in the chat if you are joining us for the first time. Type first time in the chat. Let me see where the first timers. Okay, fantastic. So if you're joining us for the first time, type first time. I want to know. Okay, brilliant. I'm going to join us for the first time, Abdul Basit. And for those of us who are joining for not the first time, you're welcome back to Nebiant Analytics. So just a brief about Nebiant. Nebiant Analytics is an edtech firm, and what we do is to help Africans get into the tech space through premium tech training. So a lot of people, especially Nigerians, all right, we have one time or the other tried to get into tech, okay, or you've heard about tech, you're interested in getting into tech, but practically, how do you give yourself a chance? Okay, and that's exactly what we make happen here at Nebiant Analytics. So I'll be handing over the session to one of our profound team members, Ayobami. Ayobami is the head of training operations here at Nebiant Analytics, and he will be your host for tonight's session. Okay, you should be. I'm already excited to be here, and you should be too. So show me a sign that you are excited, whether it's a thumbs up like this or it's something in the chat. So show me a sign. All right, fantastic. uh so Ayobami, you're welcome. Over to you.
All right. Sorry. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Good evening, everybody. Before I start, I just want to confirm one more time that you can hear me. So please, if you can hear me loud and clear, please give me a reaction. Just react if you can hear me loud and clear. All right. Fantastic. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Nebiant Analytics. Mohammed has already done justice to introducing you to Nebiant Analytics. So what we want to do tonight is very, very strategic, all right? What we want to do is very strategic. And I'm making one assumption about everybody on the call right now. And I want you guys to confirm whether the assumption I'm making is correct or not. And what is my assumption? My assumption is that you are interested in getting into tech. Guys, I want to confirm that. If I am making the right assumption about you, please give me a thumbs up. If I'm making the right assumption, you've been looking to get into tech, and that is why you have joined the session. All right, fantastic. So that means I'm on the call with the right people. Fantastic. So uh if I'm making the right assumption about you, then you have come to the right place. So let me share my screen. Permit me to share my screen very quickly so that we get right into what we have for tonight. All right. So we get right into what we have for tonight. Please confirm that you can see my screen. Please confirm that my screen is visible. Beautiful. All right. I don't want to take too much of your time. Mohammed has already introduced me, and he has already also introduced Nebiant Analytics. So let's look at our roadmap for tonight. Why are we here tonight? What are we come here to do? Now, tonight I'm going to start by sharing the story of people that were like you before. And when I said people that were like you before, I meant people that before they were able to get their first job, they also struggled. They also desired to get into tech. All right, they also desired to get into tech. So I will share the story of these people, what they did to land their first job in tech. And why I want to share that with you is so that you can learn from them and you can also follow in their footstep. All right. So once I'm done sharing their story, what they did, how they achieved success, I will then share with you what you can also do to follow in their footsteps to achieve the same results that they achieved. And by the time we are done with all of that, if you are ready to start your journey in tech, I will then share a special announcement that I have for you. So, for people that are ready to take action to start their journey in tech, I have a special announcement. This announcement is not for everybody, all right? The announcement is for people specifically who are ready to get their tech journey started, all right? Now, I want to let you know that this session is recorded. All right, the session is recorded, and also the slide that I'm using, I will be sharing it with you guys. I will be sharing both the slides and also the recording of the session. So all you need to do to get both the slides that I'm using right now and also the recording of the session is to fill out the attendance form. All right. My colleague will be sharing the attendance form in the chat. Just fill out the attendance form and we will be sending you both the recording and also the slide that I'm using. Guys, confirm that you got that before we get right into business. Fantastic, fantastic. All right. So I want as many people that heard me to confirm. So I'm sure that you would not be missing out on both the recording and the slides. All right, that is fantastic. So let's get right into it. Now, permit me to introduce you to Esther, right? This is Esther, and Esther was at a point in time like you. All she had was a desire, all right? All she had was a desire. But before then, let me share our journey. Now, Esther started she got into school, she learned nursing, and that means that by training, Esther is supposed to be a nurse. All right, Esther is supposed to be a nurse, but Esther knew that this could not cut it for her. She wanted more. Esther wasn't satisfied. She wanted more for herself. She knew being a nurse in Nigeria will not give her the kind of financial freedom that she desperately desires. And she wanted to pursue more. And that was exactly what she did. She decided it is time to get into tech. And to start that journey, Esther discovered Nebiant Analytics. She joined our Nebiant Analytics data analytics training program in February this year. And I mean February this year. And guys, 3 months later, and I'm saying February March, April. In May 2025, same year, Esther landed her first job as a data analyst. Specifically, that role is called monitoring and evaluation analyst. It's a data analytics job that involves monitoring and evaluating business decisions, business processes to optimize it. And all of this she was able to achieve in just 3 months of learning data analytics. Now, the way I have outlined Esther's journey, it seems very linear. It seems, oh, all you need to do is join a program, and 3 months later, you get a job. Now, I would be sugarcoating it if I said it was this smooth, because in between all of these were moments of frustration. It was a new terrain for Esther. Esther was just charting a new course, and she got overwhelmed. She started to doubt herself. As every other person getting into something new, we feel this is not something peculiar to Esther. If you're getting into a journey that you had no previous experience or knowledge in, you will get to a point where you start feeling overwhelmed. But guys, Esther also was in this moment, but that was where our mentorship program came through for her. All right. She met with her mentor, they discussed, and her mentor was able to guide her and help her out of this challenge that she was facing. And her mentor was able to keep her on track to ensure that she not only continues her learning journey, she enjoys it, and she still keeps her mentality of getting a data job up there. Because if you don't keep your desires, your motivation up, at some point you will lose it. And that is the place of having a mentor to guide you, to direct you. All right. Now, this was exactly what Esther did. And 3 months down the journey, Esther got her first job. All right. Now, not just Esther, we have quite a number of other people who had followed this same step. Desire more, pursue it, and see results. The same thing for Naomi. Naomi was working as a bank staff in an Anglophone country. That's a country outside of Nigeria. And because she was not a native of that country, there were a lot of challenges. She was being relegated, a lot of challenges. And that pushed Naomi to want to empower herself. So what did Naomi do? Naomi buried herself in training. In fact, that was the exact word she used when she was sharing her journey with us. She said she buried herself in training, like her life depended on it. And guys, she decided to join our business analysis training program because she learns from one of our sessions like this, that when you empower yourself, you set up yourself for remote work opportunities, and that was exactly what she needed at that time. And she buried herself in training, in learning. She did everything that we told her to do. Everything. Post on LinkedIn, build a project portfolio, everything we instructed Naomi to do, Naomi did it. And guys, fast forward to March 2025. Every effort that Naomi put in, our company began to notice it. She would post consistently on LinkedIn, and our company began to see our presence on LinkedIn and saw how actively Naomi was upskilling. And because of that, they opened up a new department in that bank. And they deemed it that she could fit right in that department to head that department, because they had seen Naomi upskill and also showcase herself on LinkedIn. And she was even asking them, this new department you are creating and you want me to head, are you going to train me for it? And they told her, what are you talking about? We see what you do on LinkedIn. We see all the things you talk about on LinkedIn. We see how you've been empowering yourself. We believe that you are in the best position to even train other people. That is what visibility can do for you. Visibility will open doors for you, and that was what it did for Naomi. And all the things that Naomi did, she learned here at Nebiant Analytics during our time in our business analysis training. So these are people that desired, and they wouldn't have thought when they started out in that journey that it would have led to a job this fast. It would have led to a job this early. So you would have thought, oh, it's just these two people, but we have quite a lot more other people that followed the same trajectory and they got the same results. But let's not waste too much time talking about these people. All right, let's not waste too much time. I'm going to share more people as we progress. But if you are looking to get started in tech, guys, if you're on the call and the reason why you joined the call is to learn how to start your journey in tech, guys, data skills is what you need to acquire. And you need to acquire data skills to be able to land data roles. And what I'm saying in essence is if you need to get started in tech, you need to focus on data related career path. And the reason for that is very simple. I'll give you three reasons why data related career path should be your focus as an African if you are looking to get into tech very fast. In fact, the goal that I want to set for you is in less than 3 months. If your goal is to get into tech in less than 3 months, data related career path is what you want to focus on. And the reason is very simple. Number one is the fact that they are very easy to learn. Data related skills are very easy to learn. And I'm very careful anytime I say this because some people might hear this and say, oh, that means I don't need to put in the work. I just need to, sit and just relax and the knowledge will come to me. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it is easy to learn if you compare it to other career paths in tech. Tech is very vast. We have software engineering, we have app development, we have cyber security, we have networking, we have quite a lot of areas you can cover in tech. But if you need one or a few that compared to the others, you can easily pick up skills in data related skills or career path is what you want to focus on. And the reason why it is easy to learn is because some of the things that you need to know, you already have it. Some of the skills that you need to excel as a data analyst, you already have it right now. And in fact, I like to argue that everybody in the world is a data analyst. Everybody in the world is a data analyst. Guys, did you hear what I said? Or you want me to repeat myself? Everybody in the world is a data analyst. Would you want me to prove it to you that everybody is a data analyst? If you want me to prove to you that right now you are a data analyst, give me a thumbs up. If you want me to prove to you that right now you are a data analyst, I will prove it to you that you are a data analyst. All right, fantastic. Since you guys want me to prove to you that you're a data analyst, now, has there ever been a time that you wanted to maybe go out? You wanted to go out, but you thought to yourself, it's likely to rain today. Even though it isn't showing any signs of rain or the weather was clear, everything looks good, but you thought to yourself, it is likely to rain today. And instead of just going out, you decided to go with an umbrella. Has that ever happened to you before? Give me a thumbs up if it has ever happened to you before. Has that ever happened to you before? Fantastic. Blessing, Modupe. Now, what you did there was that you remembered previous experiences. You remember that by this time in the year, every May, April, it usually rains. Even though it's not showing signs of rain now, but because in the past, every May or April, it usually rains. You anticipate rain to fall on that day. And because of that anticipation, you made a decision to improve your experience when you go out. What you just did was you analyzed data in your head and you made a decision based off of that data, and the decision you made improved your experience. Because guess what? If you had gone out without that umbrella, you probably would have been drenched in rain. Isn't that so, guys? Isn't that so? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. Exactly. So that is data analysis, at least on a peripheral level. This is exactly what businesses need data analysts for. This is exactly what businesses need data professionals for. They want data professionals that can come in, uncover patterns, uncover hidden insights from their data, so that they can make better decisions based on those findings from the data, and they expect that the decision they make will improve their business. So I've spoken at length as to why data roles are easy to learn. All right. Another reason why data related roles are should be your focus is because they are the easiest to transition into when you compare it to other roles. Right now, as I'm speaking, you can go and fact check me, guys. Go and fact check me. Go on LinkedIn, for instance, or go on Indeed, or go on Jobberman. You'll find out that right now there are over 35,000 open roles in data. That means there are about 35,000 and more vacancies that people have not filled up currently in data and analytics. That means it's easier to get a job in data when you compare it to other fields in tech like cybersecurity, like software engineering, you name it. So it's easier to transition from whatever you're currently doing to land a data job. And the last reason why you want to focus on data related roles is because data roles have great salary projections. Because of the level of impact you are going to have as a data professional, organizations are ready to pay you handsomely. Even better as an African, you even stand a better chance as an African. Do you know why? Because organizations outside of Africa there's now a trend. There's a trend with these foreign companies. Foreign companies are beginning to realize the potential of African talents, how dexterous rather African talents are. They are beginning to appreciate the dexterity of African talents. But even at that, they still do not want to pay Africans how much they are worth. Now you hear of cheap labor. Organizations outside of Africa are now looking for cheap labor in Africa. So what they do is this. The typical salary of a data analyst, maybe in the United States, could be, say, $90,000 in a year. And that brings it to an average of, say, $7,000 or $8,000 in a month. But they don't want to pay an American $8,000. They feel it's too much when they can get an African that will do a better job for less of that amount. So what they do now is they come to Africa and open up remote opportunities and offer Africans a fraction of what they are supposed to pay. So they'll tell you, oh, can you take up this role for $2,500? In their head, they are saying, oh, this is cheap labor. I am taking advantage of this person. but they don't even know that $2,500 in a month for an African living in Africa is such a huge amount of money, to us at least. That's an average of, say, 3 million naira and above every month. Guys, even bank managers, branch bank managers don't earn 3 million naira and above in a month. So you can see the opportunity that you have in data and analytics. So all you need to do is position yourself strategically to be able to take up data related roles. So guys, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that if you're looking to get into tech fast and lucratively, data is your go-to guy. If you feel convinced, give me a thumbs up. If you feel convinced that data is what you should be looking at, if you're looking to get into tech very fast and lucratively, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to share with you guys how you can get into tech. Now, like I mentioned, there are more than 35,000 current openings in data and data related role. But guys, I have a troubling question. One of those openings should be yours. Why isn't one of those openings yours? Why are you not taking up one of the over 35,000 current job opening across data roles? Guys, who wants to tell me why? Who wants to give a very wide guess as to why you don't currently have one of those current openings to your name? Who wants to tell me why? Currently, there are the openings are there, the vacancies are there, but why aren't you taking them up? Mercy is saying because we don't have the skill yet. Fantastic answer. Who wants to give another answer? Maybe you have a differing view, maybe you have a supporting view. So I want more people to share in the chat. Why aren't you taking up one of those abundance of opportunities? Why are you not taking it up? Why are you not taking one of those jobs up? Apart from Mercy, I want to hear from other people. All right. I want this session to be very interactive so that I know that you're following me. Why aren't you taking up one of those opportunities? Very quickly, guys. Lack of awareness. Fantastic point of view. I like that. Fantastic point of view. I'm going to share the reason with you. And you're already talking about some of the reasons I want to talk about. All right. Lack of proper information. You don't have the information, you don't have the awareness, you don't have the skill. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to help you and tell you why you don't have one of those jobs to yourself. And there are four primary reasons. Four primary reasons why you don't have one of those jobs to yourself. Now, before I proceed, I also want to remind you, especially people that are joining us, that are just joining us, the session is recorded. All right. So if you are missing out on anything, maybe your network is not allowing you here properly, don't worry. You can always go back to the recording. But for you to access the recording and also my slide, all you need to do is to fill out the attendance form. My colleague is sharing the attendance form in the chat. Check the chat and fill out the attendance form. Click on the link to fill out the attendance form so that we can share the recording of the session and also the slides with you. Now, guys, let's go back to what we were doing. The reason why you don't have one of those jobs is because you lack four things. And what are the four things that you lack? Number one, you lack pro level Excel skill. You lack pro level Microsoft Excel skills. And I know some people might want to argue with me on this. So I want to ask you, I want to take a poll. Let's do a short poll in the chat. How many of you believe that you are very good with Microsoft Excel? Don't give me a thumbs up. Just type in the chat. Type, I am very good with Microsoft Excel if you believe that you are very good with Microsoft Excel. If you don't believe you are so good, just say, I am not so good. So I want to take a poll. I want to see out of the 40 something people on the call, how many people, how many percentage of us currently are very good with Microsoft Excel. So let's take a poll. Let's see what we're working with. Mercy is not so good. All right. Mercy, fantastic. So I want to know how many of us on the call are maestros with Microsoft Excel. Fantastic. So Richard is very good with Microsoft Excel. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we have 1 out of 5. We have 1 out of 5. So 20% of us are very good. Now that percentage has reduced because now it is 1 out of 6. Latif is saying intermediates. Fantastic. So you can see a lot of people. I like the humility, guys. I like the humility. Isaac is saying averagely good. Boluwatife is good. Boluwatife. So we have 2 out of say 20. I want more. I want more. I am good, but not very good. All right. Razak is trying to play safe. I like that. David Cole is not so good. Olumide no sabi at all. All right, all right. I like that. I like that. I like the self-awareness. Okay, so I want to now. I will come back to you, Richard, and I will come back to Richard and Boluwatife. All right, I'll come back to Richard and Boluwatife. So please, Richard and Boluwatife, please ensure that you stay on the call by the time I want to ask you my question. Now, the number one reason, and thank God we have established the fact on the call that the reason why a lot of us do not have one of those current jobs to ourselves is because we lack pro level. And I don't mean just average level, I mean professional wizard level Excel skills. So that's the number one reason. The second reason you don't have one of those jobs, even if you have pro level Excel skills, even if you have the skill, the second reason why you don't have the job right now is because there is no proof, there is no evidence that you have the skill. Anybody can say, oh, I am good. Anybody can say, I am great, but there is no evidence. And recruiters, people that will hire you for the job, they need evidence before they can confidently say, come and start working in my company. They need proof. And the only way you can demonstrate proof is by having something that refers to the previous work you have done. Show me what you have done in the past. That is the only way you can show to recruiters that you are good. So, Boluwatife and Richard, do you have a portfolio that demonstrates how great you are? Have you done some maestro work on Excel and you have somewhere that I can go to see the amazing stuff you have done with Microsoft Excel? So this question specifically is to Boluwatife and also Mr. Richard. So Richard and Boluwatife, is there anywhere you can show me now that will prove to me how great you are with Microsoft Excel? Very quickly, Boluwatife and Richard, do you have somewhere I can check how great you are with Microsoft Excel? Very quickly, guys, Boluwatife and Richard. I'm waiting for your response. Can you point me? Fantastic. You don't have. Fantastic. So you see, how then will recruiters be convinced that truly you are as good as you claim you are? Right? So that's another reason. And a lot of people don't pay attention to this, but this is the reality of the hiring world. People that hire people, these are the things they look out for. Now, the third reason why you don't have that job to yourself right now is because your personal brand visibility is not top notch. How do recruiters see you online when they search for data analysts, for example, or they search for an Excel pro? If recruiters come online to look for talent, will they find you among those talents? Right now, let me go on LinkedIn, for instance. Let me demonstrate something. So right now, let's assume that I want to hire a data analyst. Let's say I have a company and I want to hire a data analyst. This is what I will do. I will go on LinkedIn. I will go on LinkedIn. Let me demonstrate how people get jobs. Let me prove to you how people get offers, how they get offers. Let's say I want to hire a data analyst, for instance. I will go online and I will go on LinkedIn, for instance, and I will search for data analysts. I'll say data analysts, data analyst. So I want to search for a data analyst. Any good data analyst that I find, I will enter their DM and ask them if they are available to take up a job. Now, data analyst, but I'm interested in people, so I will go to people. I will go to people. I will go to people. Now, see the people that are popping up. Olabisi Ayeni, Boluwatife Ayangbade, Olabiyi Olawale, all of these people. If you can see yourself, please give me a thumbs up. If you can find yourself, I will keep scrolling little by little. If you can find yourself, give me a thumbs up. If you cannot find yourself, give me a thumbs down. If you cannot find yourself in this list of people that are appearing to me as a recruiter, give me a thumbs down. Exactly. So, how then do you want to get the job? How do you want opportunities to locate you? This is the third reason why you don't have the job. This is the third reason why you don't have the job. Because even if I want to give people job, you are not part of the people that I can find online. So your personal brand is not visible enough. And even if you have a brand online, is it compelling? Does it show you as somebody who is a maestro, somebody who can be trusted with $1 million project? If no is the answer, that is also a reason you are not getting the job. The last reason for now why you are also not getting the job is because you don't have access to the right mentorship. You don't have access to the right mentorship. All right? Because when you have access to the right mentor who can guide you, hold you by the hand, and show you the ropes, they can help you avoid the mistakes that they have made in the past. They can help you leverage the wins that they have also achieved in the past so that your journey is smooth and seamless. So look at all these four reasons. If you are guilty of all four, give me a thumbs up. If you are guilty of all four, please give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So apparently, a lot of us are guilty of all four. But guess what, guys? I didn't come here to come and castigate you. I didn't come here to just talk about the problem. I also came with a solution. I also came with what? A solution. I have outlined the problem. Now, you might ask me, so Ayobami, what then do I do? What is the solution to all of this problem? Now, to solve all of these problems that we've outlined, to give you access to all the four things that you lack currently, we have crafted out a 4 weeks intensive training where we will give you everything that I've mentioned in my previous slide. In 4 weeks, you are going to get everything that I mentioned in my previous slide. And I'm talking from pro level data skills all right, to portfolio development where you can showcase your skills, to brand visibility and positioning, and then access to the right mentorship. How interesting does that sound, guys? How interesting does that sound? You get access to all the 4 things that I've mentioned in my previous slide in 4 weeks. You are going to get access to it. All right. Now, let's talk about what the program looks like. In 4 weeks, you're going to be done with this program. But this is what the program looks like. In week 1, all right, in week 1, you are going to build out this pro level Excel report. This is a pro level dashboard that was created in Excel. Now, I want to now go back to Boluwatife and Richard. Boluwatife and Richard, currently, with the current level of skill that you have in Microsoft Excel, I remember you mentioned that you are so great with Microsoft Excel. Can you come up with this dashboard in Microsoft Excel? Boluwatife and Richard, give me a thumbs up if you can. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Give me a thumbs down if you cannot. Boluwatife and Richard. And for everybody that also mentioned that they are super great with Microsoft Excel, can you come up with this kind of sophisticated pro-level dashboard in Microsoft Excel? So I'll be waiting for your answer. So in week 1, this is what you are going to be creating from end to end. And by that, I mean from scratch. You are going to learn from the basics. And then by the end of the week, you would have come up with this dashboard in week 1. In the second week, we will take it a notch further. Would also take you through how to build this visually appealing and very insightful HR attrition report in Microsoft Excel. Again, this is another report that you'll be creating in Microsoft Excel. Everything you can see here is created in Microsoft Excel. In fact, I think let me show you that it was created in Microsoft Excel. Now, guys, can you see the software I just opened up? I know you use Excel. So does this look like Excel? Is this Microsoft Excel to you guys? Confirm if you agree with me that this is Microsoft Excel. Is this Microsoft Excel? So that it doesn't seem like I'm opening another software. Beautiful. So you agree with me that this is Microsoft Excel. So this is the data. All right. Let me unhide some things. Let me unhide the analysis that we did. Now, from this raw data, guys, from this raw data, right now, it doesn't look anything. It doesn't look like you can make use of it in any way. It doesn't look useful right now. So from this, we are going to create what is called pivot tables. We're going to create a lot of pivot tables in Microsoft Excel. And by the time we are done creating pivot tables, we will then use the pivot tables to create charts. You can see these charts is created in Microsoft Excel. Let's see other charts. This is another chart in Microsoft Excel. By the time we are done creating all the charts, we will then put them together in what is called a dashboard. Let me show you the dashboard in full screen. You then create what is called a dashboard. Guys, by the end of the second week, you would have been able to come up with this dashboard. This is a pro level Microsoft Excel dashboard. If you look at this chart here, this is a bubble chart. It's not a chart that a beginner can create. I can give you 1 hour to create this. You might not be able to come up with it because it requires pro level skills and workarounds. But in the second week, you will learn everything that it takes to come up with this. Guys, are you following me, guys? Are you following me? I want to be sure that you are still following me. Fantastic. So this is what your second week will look like. In the second week, you will be creating this dashboard in Microsoft Excel. Now, in the third week, guys, in the third week, by the third week, you would be focusing on personal branding and ability. You'll be focusing on personal branding and confirm if you can still hear me. I want to confirm that you can still hear me. Please just give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. All right, thank you very much, guys. So in the third week, we are going to be focusing on brand visibility and positioning, where we are going to be teaching you how to build compelling CVs. All right, a lot of us, we apply to jobs with CVs that will not get us the job. And that is another reason why we don't get jobs. All right, so in the third week, we will focus on creating an AI-powered CV. And also in the third week, you'll be creating a website where you will put all your projects. That website will serve as your portfolio. Let me show you what that will look like. Let me show you what that will look like. Let me show you what that will look like. Let me show you my own. Let me show you my own website. So you are going to have a website of your own where you are going to get all your projects. You're going to put them together and recruiters can come to your website and see all the things that you have worked on before. All right. Although my own website is still in development, I made some changes that I've not perfected, but I can still show you around. All right. I can still show you around pending when I complete my my own website. I'm still building it up. Now you can see my website. You can see my name, Ayobami Dan Yusuf. What do? I empower organizations with actionable insights through expert data analysis and business visualization. You can read a little about me here, and then I would then take you to my portfolio. You can see a link that says check out my portfolio. You can also click this link that says portfolio. If I click on that link, it will show you my portfolio. To show you my portfolio. Now you can see some of the projects that I have worked on. Guys, just scan through. Just scan through because you cannot see all the projects I've worked on. I have worked on quite a number of projects. All right. So these are some of the projects I've worked on in the past. Guys, if you are a recruiter and you need proof whether I am truly as skillful as I claim to be, tell me, guys, do you think coming to my website with what you have seen so far, do you think I have proof that truly I can do what I said I can do? Do you think that with what you've seen so far, I have proof that I have worked as a data analyst before? Fantastic. So this is what you need, and this is what you are going to be creating in the third week. So in week 3, you are going to be creating something like this, where you're going to be putting all your projects in, and recruiters can come on that and see everything you've worked on. And now they are more confident to consider you for the job. All right. Now, let's not waste time to talk about all of this. Now, in the fourth week, in week 4, you are then going to optimize your LinkedIn. Remember earlier we said when recruiters want to hire people, they go on LinkedIn and search for you. When you pop up, what does your page look like? What does your profile look like? If your profile does not look like something that proves that you are a solid professional, your chances of being called for a job is close to 0. Let me show you what my own LinkedIn looks like, and you will tell me whether you will consider me for a job or not. Let me go back to my LinkedIn. Let me go back to my LinkedIn. Let me show you what my LinkedIn looks like, and then you can tell me in the chat, if you are an HR person, will you hire me or not? Will you give me a job, or will you consider me for an interview or not? Let me show you what my LinkedIn looks like. Let me go to my profile Ayobami Yusuf. Let my profile open up very quickly. Just a few seconds, my profile will open up. So I'll give you some time to scan through my profile and tell me whether you would hire this person or not. So when you come to my profile, you can see my banner instantly pops out and tell you what I do. What do? I empower organizations with actionable insights through expert data analysis and business intelligence. And you can see I make data-driven strategic insights possible for organizations. You can see my profile picture, very professional. It's not a selfie. It's not me on the bed. It's not me eating. It's a professional picture. And you can see my header, my name, and a little about me. And if you scroll down to find out more about me, in my about section, you see I am as an experienced business intelligence specialist. I bring over 3 years of expertise in transforming complex data, blah, 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 blah. If you go down, if you keep going down, you can see what I've been doing. So I posted the certifications I've earned, and you can see the engagement on that post. I also reposted someone's content, and even my repost got 62 reactions. All of these things, you can see everything I'm posting is consistent to what I do and who I am as a professional. And if you keep going down to see my work history, you'll see I have worked as a senior data associate, I've worked as a data analyst, I've worked as a data analysis facilitator. Guys, with the little you have seen, will you consider me for a job or not? Will you at least consider me for an interview or not? Tell me, will you consider me for an interview or not? Fantastic. So you would consider me for an interview. This is why it is very important for your LinkedIn to showcase you as a professional that know what they are doing. But don't worry, we are going to help you with that in week 4. So that's what you're going to focus on week 4. You're going to build a compelling and fully optimized LinkedIn profile. And not just that, in week 4, you're going to get access to global mentors. I don't mean global in terms of you are just going to get anybody. You are going to get renowned professionals. And one of them is a Nigerian that works for a US-based organization as a data professional. And the second mentor you're going to get access to is a Canadian data professional that works in Canada. So these are the people you are going to get one-on-one access to. These people are going to guide you and are going to help you in your journey. So this is what your week 1 to week 4 looks like. So guys, tell me, are you excited already? Are you excited already for what you are going to do from week 1 to week 4? Fantastic. From week 1 to week 4. So that is what you are going to focus on. And I want to also ask, do you think everything we have outlined from week 1 to week 4, do you think it has given you everything that we said you lack? The 4 things that we said you lack, do you think the program will provide you with everything that you lack now? Guys, what do you think? Do you think it's going to provide you with the 4 things that I said you lack, which is why you've not gotten the job? Beautiful. And this is exactly the thought process when we were coming up with this program. All right. So, and as a bonus, guys, as a bonus, not only are you going to get all of those, but as a bonus, you will get free 1 month access to 200 projects plus via one of our partner platforms. Now, there's a platform that we have partnered with. All right, there's a partner we have partnered with. Those guys, they offered a paid platform where people pay to access their platform for projects so that they can add those projects to their portfolio. But if you sign up to this program, you are not going to be paying to that platform. All right, you're not going to pay to that platform because you have signed up to this program, is going to be free for you for 1 month. And this is what the kind of projects you are going to get access to. This is what it's going to look like. All right. This is what it's going to look like. We have quite a lot of projects, and you're going to get access to all of these projects for free. All right. For free. So, guys, this is exactly what you need. This is exactly what you need if you're trying to get into tech fast. And this is what every of our students that we have been able to help get jobs, this is exactly what they did. This is the kind of platform that they accessed that they were able to get the job. This is Ugochi. Ugochi joined our program as a nursing mom that decided to start her career all over again, but she didn't want to go back to the traditional corporate world where she will be going to the office every day. She wanted something better. She wanted to work remotely. And then she signed up to our program. And guys, fast forward to June, she joined the program I think she joined the program in February. And fast forward to June, Ugochi landed a business analyst role at a consulting firm in Lagos called Marite Consulting. And everything Ugochi ever wanted, now she has gotten it. Remote work, good pay, and all of that. So this is what empowering yourself can help you achieve. Quite a lot of these guys. This is also Mary. Mary joined our program in December 2024 when she decided to upskill herself. She was very passionate about remote work, and she joined our data analytics program in December. Guys, fast forward to May 2025. In less than 5 months, Mary now works as a data analyst for an NGO. What's it called now? I think Soronko Foundation. Yes, in Ghana. So she works for an NGO called Soronko Foundation in Ghana. And what really helped Mary land this job when she was sharing her story with us was the CV format that we gave her. So you see how important your CV is in helping you get a job. All right, we have quite a lot of people. This is Oluwasheo. We can't keep talking about all of these people. So I'm going to fast forward. We have Grace, we have Lebura, we have Eileen. All of these people, something is consistent. And what is that? They desired more, they empowered themselves, they did everything that we asked them to do, and all of them now work fully remote as data professionals. This can also be you, and that is why we have crafted this program for you. So if you're ready to join, guys, the program is starting on the 9th of August. All right, the program is starting on the 9th of August. So before we proceed, how many of you guys are available to start on the 9th of August? Let me confirm so that I can focus on you guys. So I want to focus on the people that are available to start on the 9th of August. Fantastic. So if you are available to start on the 9th of August, you're ready for a 1 month journey, which is going to be virtual, 100% online. Your classes are going to hold on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. It's instructor-led, meaning that the same way we're in a session like this, you're not just going to be watching videos. You're going to meet with a live instructor, a real human being that is going to guide you. In fact, let me give you a teaser. You will be meeting with me in week 2. All right. How many of you are excited to meet with me again in week 2 of the program? In the second week, you will be meeting me again. All right. You'll be meeting me again in the second week of the program. So I'll be guiding you through how to build that second week project. My fantastic colleague will be guiding you through how to build the first week project. All right. Then on Sundays, ahead of your class on Saturday, we'll give you a set of videos that you will watch to prepare for class on Saturday. Those videos are self-paced. You can watch them at your own pace, but just make sure that you are ready for live class on Saturday. So confirm, guys, confirm that you understand the structure of the program before we go ahead to other things. You understand the structure of the program, how many months, how many hours, and all of that. Fantastic. So the program is starting on the 9th of August, and guys, the standard fee, all right, the standard fee. I'm going to talk about the learning platforms. 3 hours, 3 hours live class, 3 hours from 11 to 2. Now, the standard fee regularly, usually, standard, the fee that we charge for this program, all right, usually should be 80,000 naira. But hold on, all right, usually we'll charge 80,000 naira for the entire program, plus everything I mentioned, the project portfolio, the website you will build, the AI Power CV, everything. We should have charged you 80,000 naira because that's what we charge, the standard fee. But guys, because you're on this call, all right, we are allowing you take advantage of the discounts we are currently running. Not everybody would be opportune to take part of this discount offering. But because you're on this call, if you can hear me loud and clear right now, you are not paying 80,000 naira. If you can hear me loud and clear. So confirm one more time that you can hear me loud and clear. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Fantastic. So for everybody that can hear me loud and clear right now, forget I said anything about 80,000 naira because we are giving you 50% off, 50% discount, and all you need to access the program is 40,000 naira. All you need is what? 40,000 naira. So if you're ready to get started, I don't think there's need for much talk. All right. I want you guys to get started as soon as possible. So if this sounds like what you want to empower yourself with, give yourself to intensive training. All you need to do to access the discounts tonight, all right, because the discount is only for the people on this call right now. So I'm going to be giving the first 10 people to secure their discount, access to this discount. And to do that, make a direct transfer to the account you can see on the screen. My colleague is also posting the account in the chat. So check the chart for the account details, all right? And once you are done making payments, you can send us a DM. But if you don't want to make a direct transfer, you want an easier route, let me paste a link. Let me paste a link that you can also use for direct payment, all right? I'm sure my colleague has already pasted that, but let me just help you one more time, all right? Just click on that link and you would be taken to a page where you can easily make payments. So if you have made payments, all you need to do is send us a DM with your proof of payment, and we will guide you through the next step of enrolling to the program. So guys, this is your chance to get your journey started. So I want to know so that I can focus on those people, the first 10 people to secure their discount tonight. If you have secured your discount, please let me know. You can let me know probably as DM or here in the chat. Tell me I have secured my discount. If you've secured your discount, so that you don't pay 80,000 naira. If you want to pay 40,000 naira you want to secure your discount, make a payment of 40,000 naira to the details you can see on your screen. All right. And this is where I'm going to allow you to ask me questions. So if you have a question, please raise your hand so that I can attend to your question. If you have a question, please raise your hand so I can answer your question. Any question whatsoever, use the raise hand icon, or you can also put your question in the chat. I would do well to answer your question. So I want to know how many people have secured their discount. All right. Caller has a question. All right, Kolapo, you can unmute and ask your question. Hi, Kolapo, if you can hear me, please unmute and ask your question. Yes, there will be a certificate of completion for the course. There will be a certificate of completion. Kolapo, I'm still waiting on you. You raised your hand. So the discount is only for people on the call. All right. So if you want to get yours before the 9th of August, it means that you'll be paying 80,000 naira. And that is why we have brought the discounts to only the people who are on the call. But if you don't mind paying 80,000 naira, that is also fine. You can pay before the 9th. You can pay 80,000 naira before the 9th. But if you want to secure the discount, if 40,000 naira is what you want to pay, you need to secure the discount right now as we are on the call. Please, enquiries, kindly help Kolapo on mute and every other person on mute. Guys, please let me.
Okay, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Kolapo.
Awesome presentation. Thank you very much for that. I saw that in your presentation is actually perfect, is actually a good switch to tech if I'm a business analyst. But what if I'm a product manager? I have some experience in product management, years of experience. I'm seeing this as being like it will do like 60%, but I need extra 40% in my area of I'll say area of my specialty. So it's not really fulfilling those needs very well. What do you have for this, please?
All right, beautiful question, Kolapo. Now, as a project manager, what you are doing is to improve the efficiency of projects. Yes or no? Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. You're improving the efficiency
Yes,
of
I'm a
projects,
product
right?
manager. Yes.
Exactly, as a project manager. So you would need Excel skills to improve your efficiency in not just tracking project efficiency, but also improving it. And this is something that this program can help you with. In fact, it's an added advantage because if you observe the current trend in the recruitment world now, recruiters are now looking for project managers and business analysts that have data related skills, people that can use data to improve business efficiency. So all you will be learning is how to use data to improve business outcomes. So it's not just data visualization. Data visualization is just a part of it. What you are learning really is how you can use data to improve business outcomes. And project is a business outcome. So how can you use data to improve that project outcome? These are some of the things that you need. You might not know you need them now, but if you analyze the recruitment trend now, you discover that you are at an advantage if you add data skills to your project management. I hope I was able to answer your question, Kolapo.
Yeah, you did. You tried.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. So would you be securing your discount, or you don't mind paying 80,000 naira
I
if you
would
don't
like to
secure it tonight?
secure my discounts immediately, but I still have, like I said, that you are fulfilling like 60% of my needs, really. So there's still 40% that has to do with my product experience that is not featuring at all in what you're providing. You get my point? So we are doing 60%. I still need, like, I know data. I'm actually comfortable with data right now. I'm a bit good with Excel. I know all those whatever, but there is still this aspect of product management or project management that is needed. That I think if we can provide such, or if we can just augment it a bit with a little whatever, then I think I'll be totally convinced. Also, are we not doing beyond Excel? Are we doing something like SQL or Power BI, anything like that again? Will it come with it?
All right. So you seem like what you need is another program that we actually offer. All right. Would you like for us to have a conversation privately? We actually have
Perfect.
something tailored
Perfect.
specifically for
Perfect.
someone
Perfect.
like you.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you can see my number on the screen. All right. Just um send me a message on WhatsApp. All right. Just send me a DM on WhatsApp. We'll be able to take it up from there. All right. Is
I will do that. Thank you.
okay. All right. Fantastic. So Josiah also has a question for me. So Josiah, confirm you're able to unmute. Confirm you're able to unmute, and you can go ahead with your question, Josiah. Hi, Josiah. I can also see Nu Ubila. Nu Ubila, your hand is also raised. It's been raised for a while. I apologize. Do you have a question for me? Nu and also Josiah. Nu and Josiah. Guys, make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity tonight. Oh, fantastic. Someone has secured their discount. Beautiful. Someone has secured their discount. Now, Mercy is saying the flyer you saw on Instagram says the price is 40K. Exactly. And that is because we are still currently in our discount and promotion period. Right? We are still, and if you remember, today is Friday. All right. You might come on Monday and discover that the discount period ended on Friday. So this is like a last chance for you to secure your discount. So you don't want to miss out on that. We are still currently running the discount, and that's why we are extending it to people that are currently on the call. So this is an opportunity for you to secure the discount. All right. Now, we might decide to extend the discount period. All right. We might decide to extend the discount period, but you never can tell. All right. That decision would, if we get our top 10 people today, we might, because we don't want it to be the best way to learn is if you are learning in a controlled environment. We don't want to have 1 million people in class because of the price that we've set. There's tendency, in fact, we have a lot of people that are registered, but we want to control that. All right. So we might shut down the discount offering, say on Monday. All right. You don't want to take that chance. So if you want to take advantage of discount, the best thing for you to do is take advantage of it while it is still available, while you are sure that it is available. Don't wait to see whether it will be available on Monday, because what if by Monday we have gotten the maximum number of people that we want for the class? All right. And we decide to shut it down. So do ensure to secure your discount tonight. All right. So Mercy, I hope you got what I mentioned. I hope that answers your question. Salami Mercy. I hope that answers your question. Josiah's hand is still raised. All right. So Mercy, have you secured your discount? Have you secured your discount? I don't want you particularly because you've been engaging so far, and it shows the level of interest that you have. All right. And I want to support that drive. So have you secured your discount? Mercy, have you secured your discount? Please, if you have question, soon. By soon, do you mean soon today or soon when the discount is off the table? If you have a question, don't forget you can raise your hand to ask me rather, and I will be sure to answer your question. If you have a question for me, please raise your hand so that I can call you up. If you have a specific question that you want to ask me before the discount end, do you know when the discount will end, Mercy? Maybe I need to check your picture. Maybe you are one of my colleagues that is disguising as an attendee, because you seem to know when the discount will end. So I want to be sure that you're not one of my colleagues. Do you know when the discount will end? Mercy, do you know when the discount will end? Do you know when the discount will end? Because you never can tell, all right? So you want to take advantage while you are sure. But before then, all right. So when you come back and it is 80,000, I hope you know that will be on you. All right. Any other question? If there are no question, I would like to shut the session down. If you're securing your discount, please do that and send us a proof of payment very quickly. If you're securing your discount, please do that and send us a proof of payment very quickly so that we can onboard you into the program. All right. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? All right, guys. It appears there are no further questions. Thank you very much, everybody. I would be shutting the session down. Thank you for joining the session. We appreciate you taking the time. Guys, make sure you take advantage of the discount offering that is currently available. Remember everything that you stand to gain, from pro level tech skills to fantastic dashboard projects to guidance and mentorship to LinkedIn profile optimization to a whole lot of other things. All right. Remember what you stand to gain and take advantage. If you've been looking to get into tech, you have the opportunity now for 40,000 naira. For 40,000 naira, a lot of people started their journey with so much more, but you have an opportunity to take advantage of what you have right now. So I would encourage you, you still have the account details on your screen. And if you need us to reach out to you, we would. All right. So thank you very much, guys. This is where we draw the curtain for the night. Do well to have a fantastic night rest. Good night, everybody.